Yo, you already know who it is. Price, your host, LSU shirt today. Rob,
Oh, Tigers.
you see Rob. You already know
This
what's
shirt.
up. Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to
that
Sonya
shirt.
Deville,
Yep, shout
or
out to you,
I can't remember your name, man. But hope you prospering. Love your shirt.
bruh. Migos podcast,
Robbie Goes
and y'all join today
podcast
with us.
in
No Visky. He said he might
2026.
pop in while we're
He's
going
on
live.
assignment
Yeah,
until he shows up.
yep. But look, since he hasn't shown up yet, do us a favor. Remember, like, subscribe. Go ahead, hit that little
Ooh,
bell. And
count that ding.
come through. Get your notifications on. Come see us whenever we go live. Come have some fun with
Yeah,
us in the chat. You know, uh,
we here, baby.
we got a fully packed show for y'all. Usually at the beginning of the year, we come to you guys with our predictions on our first episode, and we recap what we thought that we would predict last year, and we see who got the most right. Now, before we jump
Mm-hmm,
right into this, I have
mm-hmm.
to address a few of you people, and I hope Rob clips this. Okay,
They mad.
it's a lot of y'all who are mad with us. You mad with me? Me? How
Him.
dare you be
Hoes.
mad with me? Come on now. All I did, I told you the truth. I didn't tell you that Justin Herbert was a bad quarterback.
Not at all.
I didn't tell you that he didn't have legitimate reasons. I said that people sympathize with him the most. That's all I
Mm-hmm.
said. I said they sympathize with him. I know he doesn't have Joe Alt. I know that his line may not be the best. But I
Yep.
want you to remember something. Whenever he's 11-5, they say the team needs to do better. But whenever
Mm-hmm.
he's losing, it's not his fault. And you can
Mm-hmm.
say that that's a quarterback thing, but I noticed it's a little bit more favorable for him. Now,
Mm-hmm.
to address some of you people, like the guy who tried to call me and Rob incels, got something for you. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You can go to hell. That's how I feel. Now, I just want to let you know that. I just want you to know that, bro. Because guess what? No matter how you say, oh, they don't know ball, they don't watch ball, bro, we probably cover more football than you can cover on your average Sunday. And it's three of us. And not to mention the amount of replays and watching games back that we watch, okay? Not to mention, I go watch basketball too. Whenever baseball is in rotation, I catch that. Even some hockey games here and there. You, my friend,
Mm-hmm. Talk
you,
to him. Talk to him.
you
Talk to
know
him.
nothing.
Not a
Like The
damn
Rock
thing.
said, look who's calling. It's for you. It's nobody. It's nobody on the line for you. I just want you to know that. For the rest of you guys who came to the conversation and y'all love to have a debate and y'all want to talk and y'all want to talk it out, or some of y'all who agree with us, I'm fine with y'all. Have a great day. Keep coming back. We like to
Come.
talk. We
Thank
like
you
to
for
watch
watching.
y'all. Thank
Thank you
you
for
for
watching.
watching. Because to see, we touched the nerve with that clip. We touched
Oh
the
boy.
nerve. And I
Like
love it.
it was so many people. It was like, damn, like y'all just all came here to bitch. And it's like, I'm glad to give you a meeting ground to bitch, but it's just like, dog, all we said was, dude ain't as all that is what y'all saying he is.
That's it. That's it. I'm just saying, I ain't say that he was trash.
Or
You
not, or no, excuse me. I ain't say not all that he said he is. We're just saying that other quarterbacks deserve sympathy as
Yes,
well. He
yes.
shouldn't be the only one deserving sympathy. Well, Justin Herbert is one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen play the game. But it's also that he's one that I've never really seen more excuses being made for in my life.
Nobody says how Patrick Mahomes' receiving core has been trash this year.
Yep.
Nobody talks about that. They just look at him and say, "Do better." But y'all fail to say things like that about him. Say, "Hey, bro, we need you to do better." They say, "Oh, it's not his fault." It's not his fault. Like I said, whenever it's 11-5 and he loses in the playoffs, it's the team's fault. They have to do better. But whenever they 5-11 or they're just messing up, it's not his fault. Justin is doing everything he could do. Just throwing that one out there. Just throwing that one
Yep.
out there. That's all I gotta say. Now you can hate it or love it. The underdogs on top.
The holes have been addressed.
They have been addressed, and yes, you are hoes. Okay,
Oh.
hostile occupants. There you go.
Mm, tell them.
Just let y'all know. Now we recap. Okay, for last year, this was 2025. Rob has the score. Rob, what was the score between me and you last year for 2025?
So we predicted our champions at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
One of us who was the host, or one of us who was the keeper of it,
Mm-hmm.
said they got four right. Got
Mm-hmm.
four, champions right, and that was the Dodgers,
Mm-hmm.
the Aces,
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State,
Mm-hmm.
and MJF being AEW champion.
Mm-hmm.
Now somebody else who is the host of the show in the LSU shirt
Mm-hmm.
got
Mm-hmm.
five of them things right,
Mm-hmm.
and he had Jade as being a champion.
Mm-hmm.
He had Cody as being a champion.
Mm-hmm.
He had Ohio State,
Mm-hmm.
the Aces,
Mm-hmm.
and Yannick Sinner winning Wimbledon for the men. So
Just saying, I
so
watched a little tennis too. Pow, pow. Yeah.
so congratulations to Nate for basically having it and winning, and stuff and whatever, and who cares.
Just saying, I
No,
know.
congratulations to Nate for picking champions correctly.
Just know a little something. I just know a little something. Just a little something. It's a little something. But this year, we have a third, as sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not. Okay. Our
But he
fellow
did.
Bramigo. But he did fill out and let us know. Because, even though we gave him a star time, he's like, okay, we don't know where he be at, bro. We don't know where he be at.
Assignments be assignmenting.
Yeah. Assignments be assignment. So we have done our predictions, and we will go through these with you guys today. We cover everything from the MLB to the UFL. Okay,
Rooter to tutor.
Rooter to the tutor. We have predictions for everything. So, Rob, I will kind of alternate back and forth. I'll let you start reading MLB, and then I'll take NFL. We'll go back and forth. So MLB predictions. Who does everybody have?
All right. So I
Mm-hmm.
am picking the Blue Jays, and I'm picking the Blue Jays because it seems like they got a lust, a thirst for winning.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got that first bite when the World Series last year, and they've been making moves all off season, getting Dylan Cease. They just got Okamoto out of Japan. Like this team is poised to want to win, and I think that it's going to be really cool to see. Now, granted, I don't know where Bo Bichette's going to go. I don't know what they're going to do with if they're going to try to bring him back, but it sounds like they're not. But even with that, I think they're poised to win.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Nate, very unbiasedly, picked the Boston Red Sox. I mean, you care to explain, my brother?
Look. I'm a Red Sox fan. Okay. I believe that if we put together the right amount of pitching talent, we're right there. Pitching was our downfall last year. Okay. We can get some substance of offense, and we can play defense. We got rid of our cancer and Rafael Devers. We got a lot of great young prospects that are developing, and I feel like they're going to take a jump this year. Okay, I don't think that we're going to keep Bregman. Okay, I see him probably leaving us.
I mean, I would hope.
I know you're hoping.
Yankees, y'all still have a chance to do the funniest thing ever. Just book proceed.
And then look, I also think this by us getting back like Tanner Hayek and stuff like that, we're in the right position. Okay, even though I did not get my Japanese home run monster that went to the White Sox, I question you. I question you that you have on the wrong color socks. Okay, just you have on the wrong color socks, my friend. It need to be red, not white. But I'm picking my Red Sox to make a run at this. Now, I do see our brother Visky. He does have the Dodgers. I think that he's hoping for
went out on a fucking limb and picked the Dodgers. Like of all teams, he just said, "You know what? I'm I'm going to guess and say the Dodgers. He didn't say his fuck ass Braves. He said the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Huh.
A tree limb made of money and gold, and Magic Johnson, you know, just constituents. That's what I think that tree is made of. Goddamn, while it's so thick, it's ridiculous. Uh, Now, NFL, Rob, this is a bold prediction with you, Rob. For you to say the Texans can win this, okay? Now, for some reason, in the next two sports that we're about to cover, I feel like it is every man for himself. There is no definite who can win in
Mm-hmm.
these next two. You picking the Texans? Why the Texans, Rob?
Defense wins championships, and this defense has actually been playing great. I know CJ Stroud has had his ups and downs, but I think that they can make a run. They've been on like a 9-game winning streak right now. Like, plus I picked them before the season to be one of the teams in the Super Bowl. Granted, I was just not wanting to pick the Bills and the Lions, but Lions ain't gonna be in the playoffs, and
At
Bills
all.
is still looking like kind of flimsy anyway. But now I picked the Texans because I think they can make a run. I think that this is a very winnable, like you said, postseason. So I think they can win it all.
Yeah, the Bills aren't made out of the right paper right now. So,
Mm.
with that being said, me and Visky came in with the 49ers. I know me personally, I picked the
That's an
49ers.
interesting one.
So, I'm going to tell you why. Because this is a winner take all, I'm looking for the best balance of what I think can get hot and take off. Now, granted, the downfall of Seattle the other night was not pretty, but
Yeah.
they had just had a streak where they were having shootout games where they were winning. And I'll say maybe Purdy's still trying to find himself, but you know, like I know, that in the
Mm-hmm.
NFL, all you need is one good hot set of games to get you through the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs, and you're in the Super Bowl, and then everybody's amped up ready to fight. And I think that that's legitimate, a thing that could happen this season because Patrick Mahomes ain't there. We won't know the fate of Lamar Jackson until this afternoon. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
look, even if Aaron Rodgers was to win, the Steelers not. They don't have a chance. In the words of Vince McMahon, there's no chance in hell that the Steelers could win this.
Well, I would say this. I would bet on them. I'm actually bet on them more than I bet on the Ravens, to be honest, because I think that TJ Watt can make it a real big difference. Him coming back, I think gonna make a difference. Granted, he hasn't played since the lung puncture. So I
Yeah,
mean, we don't know how his health necessarily is gonna be and everything like that. But that's a bad man on the other side of that ball. That basically because the reason why I was thinking like the Texans and probably was partially the same thing with the 49ers. The thing with this Cohen with this is like offenses are not playing. They're not. You don't see a dominant offense out here.
no,
Like I see the Rams basically playing well, but they can get got. Eagles are inconsistent, or at least mentally. I still see mentally frail. Like and all these other teams, like the Broncos or the Chargers, like they seem like they're one foot on a banana peel in a sense. And so, like, I think that with that being said, defense is going to be at a premium, and if defense is going to be at a premium, then basically, yeah, I'm trying to pick the best defensive guys that are out there, and TJ Watt's one of them.
yeah.
And so, yeah, no, I mean, I would take the Steelers as having a chance, not a great chance,
I
but
feel like
it's
the
anybody
Steelers
has a
and the
chance.
Ravens have about as much of a chance as two ice cubes out there in the Sahara Desert. That's
Mhm.
just my opinion on those two teams because I can't see them winning. They they're both they don't have out of the teams that we just went over, like the Texans and the 49ers. I feel
Mhm.
like both of those teams have less offense than those two teams.
Mhm.
Okay? And you're going to need it at some point
Mhm.
because you're gonna need it to control the pace to keep the defense off the field to get him a chance to rest. And I think whenever San Francisco is pushing, they can do that. They had some bad hiccups against Seattle, but
Right.
Seattle wasn't exactly the best either. But Seattle's defense showed up and they were able to keep the offense on the field long enough with the run game to keep it in there. That's the other thing. The
Yeah.
Steelers don't have a run game. The Ravens have a run game. I don't find the Steelers having a run game though.
They don't have what you would think. It's not a I don't think it's a great one game. I think it's a fairly good. It's a fairly good between Warren and Gainwell with how they've been playing. I think it's a fairly good
Okay,
running game.
fair enough,
I
but
don't
think about
I
this
don't I
though.
wouldn't say it's like Derrick Henry though.
So that's what I was about to say.
Even with Derrick Henry being what he's been.
Is it Derrick Henry? Is it a multifaceted weapon like CMC?
Yeah, no, yeah, no,
They
no,
don't
no,
have that. I don't think that
no.
they have enough of that to control it. That's why
That's true.
this matchup right now, at that late game, oh, it's gonna be a hell of a game, but it's gonna be guts and glory the first round. After this, for whoever comes out on top.
That's true.
This is look. I look at this fight like this. This is Spartacus and Ares, the god of war, fighting each other in a duel to the death. Even though one of them, is a god. They're at the highest levels, and they're just fighting, fighting, fighting. But whoever comes out on top might have a Zeus matchup on the other side, and they're probably gonna get knocked out
Yeah.
unless they just overcome something. It's a bad one for that. Now, NBA, who do we got going, Rob?
All right, so I picked the Spurs, and mainly I picked the Spurs because of how well they've done without Wemby.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that Wemby. This is no knocking at Wemby at all, and I think Wemby's had a lot of things going on. But I think when it comes to that team, they've been making it happen. Even though I'm seeing the Celtics come up, your Celtics basically come up like playing much better. Like I think that the Spurs, like I think this team can make a nice run. I love Steven Castle. I think he has a lot of. It's like I haven't been able to find the right word to put it, but he has a lot of it. And what I mean by it is just like it's the same way I see Joe Burrow in that he's gonna want to win this game.
yeah,
Whatever game it is, he's gonna want to win this game, and he's gonna make the plays to win this game. He's an athletic dude, so he's it's not like okay, well, he's just got the winner's moxie or whatever. It's like no, he has the winner talent and he has the winner mentals to basically do all the things that need to be done to make winning plays. And I think that between him and Wemby can actually make a nice run, and De'Aaron Fox still being there, and they could possibly make some moves like in with the trade deadline, like and bolster either their bench or basically bolster like some maybe bring in some more vets because they got like a nice balance with Harrison Barnes and they got Vassell and Champagne and all these kind of things. Like they got a nice little nucleus. But
mm,
I can see them making like a move or two just to basically sure up and make things right. Kind of like what the Thunder did uh years back, like getting like Caruso and stuff like that.
yeah.
Just making enough like a move that basically is gonna help to like solidify everything.
Okay, I have the
Oh,
Nuggets.
yeah, you have the Nuggets.
I do have the Nuggets, but I'm gonna tell you why. Even though they don't have Jokic for 4 weeks, I think that this isn't something. I think he's hurt, but it's not going to affect his game.
Hmm.
Okay. The other thing is this: Wimby has trouble with hefty big men.
Big, hefty, hefty, hefty.
Wimby, if you wanna like neutralize him, you put the Jokic's, the Gasols, the Zach Randolphs. You make him fight them
Mm-hmm.
because Jokic, as much as people try to say he don't look like he in shape, he don't look like he this, he don't look like he that, he's killing, and he's been
Hmm.
killing, and
Yep.
it's hard to stop him. And I believe if he comes back healthy with Jamal Murray, and they still don't have Aaron Gordon back, which if he comes back healthy, I think that they make another run at this thing because this year, just like in the NFL, the NBA is wide open. There's no Jason
Yeah.
Tatum to help the.
Even though they don't need him, they the 2 seed right now.
I think come playoff time they're gonna need him.
Okay,
I think
that's fair.
because I think because what's gonna happen is the Peyton Pritchards and stuff like that. You're gonna need them to be there even more consistent, and I don't think that they're gonna be that consistent. And what we saw last night from Jalen Brown is like that
Mm.
anomaly of him shooting 60, high 60, 70%,
Mhm.
and he's going to hover somewhere around 50. You're going to
Mhm.
need that, and you're going to need Derek White to do the same thing because Derek White at 29,
Mhm.
he had 50. So it's
Because the
going to be
rotation
real.
is gonna shrink. because
Yeah.
those rotations gonna shrink, those minutes are gonna add up, and it's like you ain't ready at that time. Like you could do it against the Hornets and shit like that. That's a great point.
Yeah. Boston is gonna have to figure out how to play a deeper rotation. Now,
Mhm.
Visky's pick the Pistons.
I
They
like them.
they just beat the Cavs as we're recording this. They just beat the Cavs. The Pistons are very dangerous and young.
Yes.
This is a dangerous team. Cade Cunningham is a 6'8" guard that can rebound, he can pass the ball, he can
Mhm.
get his inside shot. If those guys, Duncan Robinson shows up, if Ivy shows up, if Jenkins shows up, if Ronald Holland shows up, if Sear Thompson, the other Thompson, if everybody shows up for that team, they can be
Mhm.
very disruptive. They can play defense. They can get up and down the court. They are young, and not to mention, because how could I forget him right now? I want to say he didn't even play today. Damn, and I just saw his name.
You talking about the Pistons?
Yeah.
Not Cade.
No, no, no,
Not
no, not Cade.
oh
The other big.
Sasser. Oh no,
No, no, no. The other
said the other
big.
big.
Yeah, because Isaiah Stewart played today.
Not Duran. Jalen Duran.
Yeah, Duran. If
Yeah.
Duran is healthy,
That's
he is
bad.
very athletic.
Bad man.
He is very on point,
Bad
bro.
man.
And to say you beat the Cavs, I'm gonna say something. Cavs, the chink in armor has the that crack from last year has widened.
Dog. Chuck made the best point and it's stuck out of my mind. They are missing a dog. They do not have a dog on that team to go a winning team because I said this about the Knicks last year and it was like I couldn't find the right like phrasing or word, but Chuck said it best. They're missing a dog. Josh Hart is the dog for the Knicks. And
Mm-hmm.
that's in that he's that somebody that goes out and makes a play when a play needs to be made. He gives that off like Marcus Smart has been like was like the dog for years for the
Yep.
Celtics. I'm trying to think of another. It's plenty of cats that's a dog. Like I think that they just need to go get a dog. And the one dog I just thought about while we were talking about this from your area, from your neck of the woods, Alvarado. I think it'd be a good.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good acquisition for them to make because I think they brought DeAndre Hunter in to kind of be somebody like that, but DeAndre Hunter ain't got that kind of
Nah,
he ain't got that in him.
DeAndre Hunter is just a scorer. He he
He
he
he
he's more Vinny the microwave.
yeah, like he can basically do the things and he could be that stretch guy or whatever. But this is a mindset thing. Like you have to basically like Dylan Brooks, like you have to be in a mindset to be that dog. And I think that Alvarado would be somebody that would be a good candidate. We're gonna come up with a NBA all purgatory team sooner or later, but he'd be a great candidate for somebody or for them to actually go after because I think they need somebody like that in order for them to take that next level. They have the star with Donovan Mitchell. They have the talent with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen and Darius Garland and DeAndre Hunter, and they got like the dudes. They got the Max Struess of the world, where they
Mm-hmm.
can basically do it, but they just don't have that dog. And I think that they need that battery in their back to get over the hump. And until that happens, they're just going to be a team that's going to be pretty flimsy, offensively talented as hell, or talented as hell up and down the court, but just flimsy that they just need that solidification. And I think Alvarado is gonna give them that, or somebody like that.
Yeah, I could see that. I can see that. Now, moving on. NHL.
All right.
Rob, St. Louis Blues. Tell me
All
about
right. So unbiasedly,
it.
and look, I basically have to come in here unbiasedly and basically tell y'all that the Blues for another year are going to be Stanley Cup champions because they've been Stanley Cup champions before. I know you're going back in your history bank and you remember that the St. Louis Blues won it a few years ago. They won it this century. They won it this decade. In matter
Mm-hmm.
of fact. And right now, of course, I got this off the top of my head. They're fifth in points in the Western Conference. So I knew you knew that, but I had to make sure you knew. And so I basically was telling you just to make sure you knew about how well the Blues was doing, because you might have thought like, hey, the Blues suck this year, and so they're basically down there, even though like that's where they was when they won the Stanley Cup. That's where they started out. But no, I had to just make sure that you weren't thinking, that your mind, your mentals wasn't off. No, they're actually pretty good this year. And so I basically, like, and I know who's on the Blues, and I know that's why you basically would think like, hey, this is the team to beat. They're fifth in the Western Conference. They got Matthew Joseph. Yep. And he looks like a brother. He's an in between, I would say, from Quebec.
Octoroon.
Uh,
Octoroon, yeah.
afternoon,
Octoroon.
my afternoon. But yeah, especially like Tyrann Matthew, so I knew you knew about him. And then Jimmy Snugard, I think he knew. That name sounds new. Um, and then like, I know you, of course, Jordan Bennington, like he's the great goalie that we have. So it's like I knew you knew about him. But now I'm like up and down. Justin Falk, St. Louis. I mean, come on now. Tyler Tucker, Otto Stenberg, Oscar, you know his name. And then Alexei Toro Toroshenko. There we go. Maybe. And then Dylan Holloway, of course. He also sounds new. But yeah, I mean, this is a team. Jake Neighbors. That's I think a guy that I think they just got. No, is the Blue? No, yeah, you know what? You know who I was talking about. So yeah, the Blues are set to dominate and become Stanley Cup champions once again. They're gonna hoist it, going to Keener Plaza, and gonna have that. I don't even know if they're gonna have the fucking. I mean, they're gonna probably have the parade somewhere down in downtown, but probably I don't even know if it's still Keener Plaza. St. Louis people, sound off in the chat. If it's Keener Plaza, it's still. But yeah, yeah, they're gonna be down there. They're gonna be around, or probably where the Arch is, somewhere there. Either way, the St. Louis Blues
Okay.
are your 2026 Stanley Cup
So look,
Finals
first
champions.
I'm gonna get Visky's pick out of the way since he's not here. He's a Ducks fan. That's why he picked the Ducks to win. Like he
Yeah,
said, it always goes up to his obsession.
because it's 90s, dog. Any 90s 80s baby is if you ain't got no team, you are inherently a Ducks fan because of the cartoon, goated cartoon, by the way,
Yes.
and then the movie.
Okay. So my pick, Ducks. Nathan McKinnon, right now leading the team in
Me,
points.
or his picks or yours.
No, my
So
pick is the Avalanche.
yeah.
Or if I say his, look,
You said Ducks. Yeah.
no, well his pick is the Ducks. My pick, Avalanche. Okay, Avalanche
Mm-hmm.
are leading right now. They're like 17-0-2 at home. They've only really lost in shootouts and in overtime losses. Okay, my boy Nathan McKinnon leading the team, 74 points. He is the man. He is looking like he can be your MVP of the league. Okay, straight up and down, he's that good. The Avalanche are such front runners that once they usually go up, if you're not on their ass or you can't come back, you're not in this game. You're just not in this game with them. And I'm thinking because they've been dominating so far this season, I don't think anybody else. It's gonna have to be a hellified push for other teams to catch them right now. If they stay elevated at this level of play, I don't see anybody messing with the Avalanche. I see the Avalanche going into the Stanley Cup, raising their trophy, skating out, giving Colorado something to look up to because look, it's not much else because the Rockies are boo the food trash. Okay, I think the Avalanche are gonna bring home that cup, and then Rockies fans, you could just all go be Avalanche fans. You ain't
I
to
was gonna
worry
do
about
that
the
anyway.
Rockies no more.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I was gonna do that. Like the Joe Sakic, since the Joe Sakic days.
Yeah. Look, just bring the Coors beer over there by the Avalanche. Just quit.
Coors.
Yeah, we just quit. We just quit. Now, WNBA Rob, I see you went with the links. Why? Okay, didn't they
Okay.
just pull? Didn't they?
Go ahead.
And this might be the metaphor that y'all may not like or simile. Didn't they just pull a Tom Brady '07 where they won all them games and then got their ass knocked off early.
So yes, but things happen because we always talk about, hey, always talk about the links being, or the playoffs being such a different animal than what the regular season is. But they were basically either the best, if not the best team in the WNBA last year.
Mm-hmm.
Aces had a great run and basically came up and just hawked them at the end, but it happens. But no, Cheryl Reeve was she's basically gonna be returning to that. I think she's still the coach of that team. Either way, the main reason that I'm doing that is because, of course, the MVP, Nafisha Collier from,
The Lou.
thank you. And so I basically had to pick the Lynx because of that. And so, like, this is a great team. I think they are going to basically have similar success to what they did last year. I mean, granted, the Aces are still out there, but the Aces were looking poo at the first part of the year and then basically got hot towards the end. And so I think that with this team, even though Nafisha Collier probably is going to start the year on the injured list, just because I know she's she's not planning on rival this year because she had injuries. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen at the start of the WNBA season. But nah, I gotta go with Nafisha Collier from the Lou, and I gotta go with Lynx.
Okay, so I'm picking the Mercury to make a run. I'm expecting them to have a better regular season record this year. Sabul is coming back. That team is well put together. Okay.
Mm,
And I feel like being so close, even though they lost 4-0, those games weren't blowouts. Okay.
mm,
Those games weren't blowouts. I feel like with a little bit more time and everything going right for them, without one of your stars going down after game 3, you maybe win one and stop it from being a sweep like it was. Thus saying, look, I think a new year, a little bit more time, you can make this run. You can come back and win a WNBA Finals. Okay. Now Visky, who picked the
mm.
Fever, he told me why he was picking the Fever whenever we talked about this. He said, and I quote him, for a team to almost make it in there without your superstar, you have to be able to make a run the next year. Okay?
That's true.
That is a fair point. Whenever he said it, I said, he kind of got me right there with that one because I didn't think about it. Yeah, they were almost there, and they didn't have Caitlin Clark.
Correct.
So his pick, very logical and sound. Very logical and sound.
And to be real, I do like the Fever. Like Sydney Colson, when I was on Twitter, one of the best like sports Twitter follows out there. Caitlin Clark, one of the best in the WNBA for show. Like Sophie Cunningham, but well known. Then they still got Aaliyah Boston, still got Kelsey Mitchell, still in the league. Or no, I think it's somebody else. But yeah, Odyssey Sim. Like they got some names on here, and like I think they can make a run. Like they can do the damn thing. So it's a nice pick, but
Yeah,
you know they ain't got the MVP.
this is true. They don't have the MVP. This is very true, bro.
But Caitlin Clark could win the MVP this year.
She could win the MVP. I think if she's healthy, she got a legit chance.
She got a legit
She
chance.
Cause she is like from her numbers
She
last year, she's pretty much she could be a walking triple double.
correct. Like, she could ball. She could ball her ass off.
Yeah.
All right, college football. So for me, I'm picking the U. I'm picking the U to win. Of course, we're in the semifinals right now with Ole Miss, the U, Indiana, and who's the last team? Indiana.
It's Ole Miss, the U,
U,
Indiana,
Indiana. I'm missing one team.
Oregon. I want to say,
Oregon.
yeah,
And Oregon. And so I think the U, they got it, especially with what they did against Ohio State. Like, I think that they can win it all. I mean, granted, Indiana was looking like a motherfucker. And we don't have Visky on here to basically talk about his tie. But nah, man, Indiana looks good, man. Indiana looks real damn good. But I'm gonna pick the U for this
okay. Now, me, I'm on the opposite side of the bracket. A U in the other pick from Visky. I'm
one.
Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana's defense is crazy.
Crazy.
Defense can definitely win you a championship, and on top of winning you a championship, Indiana can put up some points because their defense is going to make sure that they're always in a position to put up points. I think Indiana is going to give it to Oregon, and then whichever one of y'all come out, the U or Ole Miss, somebody about to catch a couple corn cobs upside the head as they push through to the national championship. Okay,
Mm.
that's all it is. That's all that's coming. I do know Visky picked Ole Miss because he said due to the fact of Lane Kiffin leaving them and they saying
Mm.
that it's a different they're saying they have players who've been on record in interviews saying that it's a different locker room and they believe in us and it's a different thing since now. Look, I can't say if they're wrong or right.
Right.
Okay. Sometimes there is that fresh boom of energy whenever a coach leaves or he decides to leave. So I'm not gonna say that that's not possible. Okay. But but I feel like that's that first round we got a bunch of energy because we're trying to prove him wrong type energy. And we're gonna see if that carries over into the next round. That's just my opinion on that.
Yeah, it's I can see it being more like the Will Smith, why don't they want me, Uncle Phil energy. Because
Yeah.
Lane didn't have to leave. He didn't have to go to LSU. Granted, it's a better place. It's a better place. Um, granted, go Tigers overall, but I think Lane was better served going to Florida. Personally, I think we were better served having a old boy that went to Florida be at LSU. But be that as it may. Um, Nah, but Lane going to LSU, I mean, it didn't have to happen. He didn't have to leave Ole Miss. He could have stayed there. He could have basically had this team that he got to the CFP or helped get to the CFP and stay with them and build in Oxford because he was already bringing cats out there or being able to get cats out there with his mercenary ass. And
Mm-hmm.
so now that he's going to be going to LSU, we'll see how this all turns out. I still think that, if Michigan is wanting to move on from Underwood, LSU has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. But yeah, man, like I get it if they're saying that, but also it's like I yes, yeah, man, it's a different attitude. Everything's different now. Yeah, okay.
I no longer want you, Bryce Underwood. Ha! You abandoned me? You abandoned me? Now,
You saying love
granted, it
don't?
was for more money.
I was about to say you saying love don't live here anymore.
Love don't live here no more. Love don't live here no more. You left us.
You've
You left us,
abandoned me.
and you left us, and then thought that you could come back.
Hey, I'll still blame Brian Kelly, but that bag is the reason.
Yeah, the bag was the reason. I give him. He left because of the bag, okay? But don't you turn around now because I got Lane Kiffin over here. Now all of a sudden, you want to wear purple and gold again. You want to
You
be
could
in
have been.
Death Valley again.
You could have been a star, son. You could have been a star. But then again, we had Nussmeyer there too. No,
Yeah,
this was before last year. No, because this was Never mind. Never mind what I'm saying.
yeah. It don't even matter now. It don't even matter now. You can go. Get your ass. Keep your ass over there now. Since you want to play like that.
I'll be cool if you came.
Yeah, look, if you gonna sit on the bench, you gonna apologize for your misdoing, your transgressions.
For your bag getting.
Yeah, against the purple and gold. I just think he can just run around. You gotta talk right now. You gotta talk. Fix your mouth. Fix your mouth and then you come in. God damn it, upsetting me like that. Now,
My blood pressure look.
yeah,
But yeah.
making my blood pressure go up. Now, as we move on, NCAA, college basketball. Look, Rob, go ahead. Give me your picks.
All right. For the men's side, I go H Town, go Houston, and then I just go Houston. But for women, Hannah Hidalgo, go Notre Dame. Yeah, those are gonna be my picks.
Okay. Even though I didn't make a women's pick, I kind of agree with Visky that UConn women may make a push. They Gino may get another one.
Yeah, with
He
Fudd,
yeah
I
yeah
heard
with
he,
Flood
and
coming in.
I can't remember the other woman's name that's there, but yeah, it's like
Yeah.
between her and Fudd, it's like supposed to be like,
Yeah, they
oh
they
shit.
they looking good. They looking good. Not for my men's pick. I got Michigan Wolf. I think that they
Mm.
about to show up. Well the Wolverines. I think the Wolverines about to show out though. Wolverines about to show out and go ahead and get this. Visky with UConn for both. I don't see the UConn men maybe making it. They probably gonna be in
I want to
contention.
say they're ranked right now,
Yeah, they are.
but
I think
but
they're
yeah.
number 4. I think off something. Let me see.
Let me yeah, I'm about to say
Let me see.
I'll look it up.
Let me see. I think which. Hmm. Oh, all right, there you go. It connected successfully. But with that being said, you got you got things like that I'm looking at like this. Michigan just has a team. Like Michigan, well, I'm not gonna say just a team.
Mm,
Michigan has the team in my eyes to be.
mm,
That's just my personal opinion. Some people say Iowa. Some people say UConn has a really good team in the men's. Look, it's all about whoever you leaning on at this
mm-hmm.
point. That's how I'll say it. It's all about whoever you leaning on at this point. Now, after our college basketball predictions. Okay, so
We golfing. Oh no,
no, no,
Wimbledon.
no. We're going Wimbledon. We're going tennis. We're going tennis. Rob, I see you got Ben Shelton, Coco Golf. I understand.
Afternoon, my octoroon.
Yeah, yeah. My boy says he's going with the octoroon. Okay. Coco Golf. I'll say this and then I'll let you say this. I'll let you kind of take over. Coco Golf surprised me the other day after her win. She won 6-1, 6-1. She said, I feel like I could play even better. And I'll say this. Confidence and ability is a scary thing to fight against, okay?
Mm,
And I think at this point in her career, her ability is going way up there, and the confidence is right behind it.
mm-hmm.
So she probably will win women's Wimbledon. Now, I got men's Carlos Alcaraz. I see
Alcaraz.
Alcaraz. I
Yeah,
see Visky got Felix Auger. You went
whoever
with
that is.
you went with the Octoroon Ben Shelton. Ben Shelton might win too. Ben Shelton's pretty
Yeah,
good. He's pretty damn good.
yeah. Like when I saw that Visky put Felix Auger, so because I'm a Simpsons fan, and like basically it was the episode where Lisa had to order, or no, she had a crush on a boy. She was spending her summer with her dad, and she was like, she's like, man, what's his name? She or Homer was like, what's the boy's name? He's like Ben Auger, and it was just like she had a really big crush on dude, and then she used his name to fake a shipment. I might not have been Ben, but yeah, like that's the only thing I thought about. Very important.
Yes. Now, next one. Rob,
Uh,
explain to me this master pick of Scotty Schefter. Tell me why. And I'm gonna
so
tell you why I'm going the direction I went.
I believe in convicts.
Okay.
I believe in our justice system. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really, but I believe that basically people can have their redemption arc, and I think that Scotty Scheffler, of course, he had got pinched last year. I think at Wimbledon or not Wimbledon. Why did I say Wimbledon? The Masters, and basically, he got locked up and they didn't let him out. Um, um, and so basically,
They won't let
you know,
him out.
Akon from I think I can't remember. Yeah, from
The Lou.
thank you, born in St. Louis. Um, and so yeah, like I think that basically Scotty, basically, he's gonna win it all because I know so much about golf.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you know why. McElroy is yet to complete a Grand Slam. Okay. He's yet to complete a Grand Slam, and I think
I
this
thought he
might be.
did though.
Nah. I want to say he's short. He's short on the Grand Slam,
Hmm.
and I want and the Masters is the one he needs. I want to say the Masters is right the one he needs right now.
You sure?
I think so.
Hold on.
I want to say he's short a Masters. I want to see short a Masters.
He won the Masters.
He won, okay, but if I'm not mistaken, you have to win all four of them, right?
Mhm.
This is the 1 year, okay, where if you look at the field, he can go to the Masters and win, and he can win the other two events also. Well, the other,
Are you saying that he hasn't done it
yeah,
like all
yeah,
he didn't do the Tiger
he's
Slam?
no, he hasn't. He hasn't at all. He's been close.
I'm gonna
What?
say most. I think everybody hasn't done the Tiger Slam. You talking
Well,
about win them all in the same year or in the same
yeah,
like
yeah.
consecutive?
Well, that and the fact that he's looking for it, because if I'm
Because
not
yeah,
mistaken, he hasn't. What year did he win his Masters?
last year
Yeah. Okay. So look, that was last year. He won his Masters. I want to say he's looking for the Grand Slam this year. Okay.
he's got
I
it.
thought.
That was the
Oh,
last
that was
one.
the last one he had. I thought he had missed one. I
He
thought
he
had missed
won
one.
because he won the U.S. Open 2011. He won the PGA in 12 and 14, and he won the Open in 14. So
Back
that
to
was the
back
last one.
Master winner then. This year.
Yeah, there we go.
He'll go back to back because I thought he was missing one though. I thought
That was
for
the last
sure he
one.
was missing one.
That was
Okay.
the last. You look if you all right. Look, everybody, edit MIB Men in Black red light. So let's go. Let's take it back to last year. We're saying this whole thing last year,
Yeah.
and basically go. That's
Okay.
what it is. Like
Back to back Master.
you're absolutely right. Just a year later.
Yeah. Back to back Master winner
There we
for
go.
him. Visky picked Jonathan
John
Rahm.
Rahm.
Yeah, John Rahm.
Yeah,
I don't know. See, I'm figuring
I've heard of him.
Yeah, I have too, but I'm figuring the Masters gonna come down to like a Sunday where it's gonna be like Scotty, Roy, and a couple other guys in there that are gonna be pushing. And then you always got that one guy who's like kind of like unnamed, or he's making his play and he gets a run and he's there on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
He's somewhere in contention.
Yeah,
Maybe that might be John Rahm for Visky, but somebody's always there that doesn't need to be there. That just doesn't need to be there. But because Tiger isn't gonna participate in anything this year.
That boy done.
Yeah,
That boy done.
he's not participating in anything. Now, NASCAR, we made you pick Bubba Wallace because that's our net. Yep. That and also this Team 23 won their lawsuit this year. They got NASCAR to comply.
Mm-hmm.
Something, because they won't tell us all of the details, Rob. Something is going on with that. Okay, Michael Jordan is a winner on a lot of fronts. Okay. Now, winning this court case so easy, I didn't think was gonna be there. Okay, because in my head I was like, Mike and them really going after NASCAR? Like, what do Mike know that I don't know? And he won.
Yeah, and for what it sounded like, it was one of those. Yeah, you're right. It because I remember it was like I remember seeing like as this lawsuit was like starting to actually take shape. And it was like I saw like a bunch of people like commenting, like, "Oh wait, he's right. Like you can't do that. It was one of those like, hey, MJ is right about this. Like, what are y'all doing?"
Which then makes me beg to question him about this. How long y'all been letting this shit go on that has been wrong, and other people have won, and you've said nothing? How long do you let something fly? Did it just so happen to be the black guy with 6 rings and the $1 billion boats and the $1 billion industry had to come in and say, hey, this ain't right? And y'all are like, well, he is right.
Yeah, no, you got him there, buddy.
Yeah, that's a wild one. Now Visky has for NASCAR Kyle Larson. I do uh,
I know of him.
I do know of him, but I gotta pick Bubba. Something is saying Team 23 might pull this out.
It's the melanin in you talking.
I like that. I like it. I like it.
All
Now,
right, so world champs,
mm-hmm.
WWE. All right, so because I mean I didn't I you were the only one that actually had champions correct in this. I got Braun Breaker and Gunther, depending on the brand, basically being world champs. I I had Gunther last year, along with KO, but KO broke his neck, which I
Mm-hmm.
thought he would have been a champion, but broken neck is broken neck.
Yes, it is.
We'll see if he ever comes back. But now I got Braun Breaker and Gunther. I think that they're gonna try to strap the rocket on Braun Breaker sooner or later within this year, which I is it's a topic that we're gonna have to talk about in a little while. Like so put a pin in it in your
Yes,
minds.
yes.
But
Oh yeah, I
but
forgot we did put that. Okay, so I won't
yeah,
say
yeah,
what I was gonna say.
yeah,
Okay, I won't
yep,
say
yep,
what I
yep.
was gonna say.
And so, but I think that Braun Breaker is gonna be the guy, and in Gunther, it's got to go somewhere. Like everything that's basically happening with him, it's got to go somewhere. Now on the other side, Bianca, because she's gonna come back sooner or later, and I think that she's gonna get a title sooner or later because that she deserves.
Okay.
Um, but also I got Rhea as a champ. This was the prediction, that same prediction I had last year, as Bianca and Rhea being champions, but Bianca got hurt. Rhea basically just kind of been like out, just been around. She's been doing things. She's been still in the spotlight, but we're far and away from what she did with the mommy character with Judgment Day. Like she's been doing her own thing and trying to really, I think, capitalize and get back up. But it sounds like she's starting to get back into the title picture. So those are my two champs. I see that you have Gunta and
Yes.
Jacob Fatu as your men's champs.
Okay.
Well,
So, people, just listen. Walk with me for a second. Rob said something earlier that makes a lot of sense. Things have to go somewhere, okay? This bloodline thing, if somebody's going to take over, it's going to have to be either Jacob or Solo, okay? I see it going Jacob as a champion, and I think that he's going to be a champion because at some point they're going to want to push his name up, and him and somebody like Obafemi is going to wind up clashing somewhere down the line. Okay.
That would be oof.
I told you, WWE can hire me. Hire me. I
Right
got
here.
this. I got this. Now, women, Bianca will go to Raw. Okay? And Jade Cargill will keep the SmackDown title. Okay? The reason I see Bianca going to Raw, and I'ma just throw this one out there, and I'm gonna ask your opinion.
Yeah.
Do you ever think Jade Cargill could make a run on Raw?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
It's not that I don't think that she can make a run on Raw. I think that right now you need to let her uplift SmackDown as much as possible, and then give Raw Bianca for her to uplift. What has been our complaint about some of the women champions? Well, I ain't
So,
gonna say your complaint. I know Visky will talk about it a lot. They put the belt on certain people. For example, you had a foreigner, okay? Couldn't cross over with the Americans, okay? You've had
you talk about EO, right?
Yeah, for EO. Yep, for EO. Then you've had people like Valkyrie. Okay?
Yeah.
What was wrong with Valkyrie? What people said?
She has a language barrier. It's not as actually EO's probably more fluent, but yeah.
Okay. So we all know that being able to communicate with the public is a major thing. But then we also know Rhea has had the belt. Okay. I feel like the belts need a pseudo woman hard ass in a way, and then you need the more friendly, upbeat, stylish type chick. And Bianca took, who is now Mercedes Monet, Sasha Banks' place is that with more ability.
Mm,
Okay?
mm.
Because think about it. She can do everything Sasha could do, but she's a bigger woman and, to me, more charismatic.
Oh yeah.
Okay? She's way more charismatic. We just need Jade to figure finishing it out. Like figuring it out all the
Yeah.
way. We need her to finish, like, just look, if they gave us time with a person like her, we could figure it out. Because I believe you have to book her as a heel champion.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Because if you look at her physique, what makes you think she can't slap all these women in the
Dominating.
exactly?
Dominating. That's what I said. Like her ceiling is Brock Lesnar. Like
Yeah,
I've been saying like her ceiling is like dominant, kick at like not early Brock Lesnar. I mean like right now Brock
yeah,
Lesnar.
yeah.
That is her ceiling.
This is her. WWE. If you don't want to write it, call me. I'll let you. Like I said,
Call me.
me and Rob will come in and do a one-time job, but we want 2% of all revenue. Okay,
At least. At least.
2% of all revenue. This is gonna fund our lifestyle. I got you. I'm gonna point you in the right direction. I got you. Just believe in us, okay?
Believe.
Believe in us. Now I see Visky went theory.
That nigga gonna have to explain his fucking self. Because I'm looking at this nigga's choices. And I'm like, when he gets from assignment, he gonna have to explain his fucking self. I don't know if it's gonna be. Well, I ain't gonna be here next week, but the week after or whatever, that nigga gonna have to explain his fucking self. Because you could go ahead and say what he said. If you talk to him about it, I don't know if you talked to him about
I
like
didn't
his,
talk to him about this.
because this nigga got a theory, and I don't know. I can't fucking abide by that shit.
Mm.
Oh hell no, no. That nigga should. I'm gonna cut a Austin Theory promo. All right, look.
Okay.
The thing with Austin Theory,
Mm-hmm.
who Visky says could be what he predicts to be the world champion at the end of the year alongside the OTC,
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns. This nigga Theory is one snap away from pink slip.
One.
He is not it. And look, I told my homies this. I've talked about this. The last time I went to WrestleMania, which was when I went with Visky to WrestleMania in New Orleans.
Yes.
The first time I saw Austin Theory was at a indie show that had Joaquin Wild, it had Keith Lee, it had Darby Allin, it had Matt Riddle, Zack Sabre Jr., all these names. Gunther, Fat Gunther, like Big Gunther, like basically Luther Vandross, like Big Gunther was there. I didn't even know who he was, but I remember him slapping the fuck out of this Japanese dude's chest. Be that as it may, first time I saw Austin Theory, I was like, that's a WWE guy. My homie that was next to me, same thing. He's like, that's a WWE dude. He's gonna get his chance sooner or later. And then like a couple years later, he gets called up to NXT, and then basically boom, everything kind of goes. But I saw you could see like, all right, yeah, no, this is a WWE guy in making. This is a WWE guy with talent. What like this is a future WWE guy. He has not been a WWE superstar. He is not. He has the look, but he has not had the feel. He has not had the development. He has not had anything. And I think that the problem with him is that he needs, and it seems like what we're going to talk about a little bit later too. He has a lot of people in his corner that saw what I saw and saw that this guy is a star. He, like John Cena kind of intimated, has not flipped that switch for whatever reason. Maybe he's in his own head. Maybe it's something else. But he has not flipped that switch. And so that nigga Visky's on one. I want to know what he's on.
Yeah, because I don't see Roman Reigns either. I don't. I
I
don't.
could I could see Roman, but not it's highly unlikely.
Yeah,
I could give him Roman.
I can see what you mean. I could see it, but I don't think it's like. And then he chose Raquel and Bianca. Okay, we all kind of got Bianca, but Raquel. You think
So
Raquel?
I was talking to one of my other wrestling homies. Like he wants to see Raquel be a world champion like right now too. And I think it's because we a lot of us see Raquel as that Diesel type of enforcer and think like, okay, Diesel held the championship. Why can't Raquel? Like, I don't think I think Raquel's never gonna have to be a world champion. And I don't think that's a knock against Raquel. I think that she is good. I don't think she's great. And that's just me. And it's not a knock against. I don't mean to knock her. I don't mean. I think she is a good wrestler. I think she's good talent. I think she's been great within Judgment Day. I just don't see her as somebody that I would put above Io. I don't see her as a person I put above Bianca, Rhea, Jade, Liv, um, you name it, Stephanie, Julia.
Yeah,
Like there's a lot of people that I would put over her, but
yeah.
she might get a world title shot sooner or later. But I wouldn't put the title on personally.
Okay, I could I could agree with a shot, but I don't think no.
Yeah.
No, I don't see it happening. Now, so then we move on to AEW. I see you got John Moxley, Willow Nightingale.
Love Willow. Love
Love
Willow.
Willow. All right,
Yeah.
all right. You think Moxley's gonna be that? He's gonna pop back up?
How the hell not? Honestly, I looked at the roster. I was like, yo, he's the first one that came up. Okay, cool. And because the thing is, like, I don't watch AEW like that. I think
I
the last time I think who I picked last year was Swerve. No, I picked MJF. I think
MJF. Yeah,
MJF is the
you
world
picked
champion,
MJF.
and that made that got that in at the buzzer. But like, I think that Tony Khan has an infinity to basically name John Moxley as a world champion just because why the fuck not? And I
I
think
can
that's
see that.
his call, and I don't think he's better. Now, who you name? A lot of people are into him. I'm just not. But you go ahead, talk
So
about
so
him.
I'm gonna explain why. Hangman's making a comeback. I think that he's gonna be right there. And then Athena was a damn what was her stupid name?
The in WWE, Ember
Yes,
Moon.
there we go. Ember Moon. I don't know why I wanted to call it Ember something else. Probably because of the Danny Phantom shit.
Mm.
But I don't think she was ever used right in WWE. I just don't.
Once she got to the main roster, I would agree.
Yeah.
I think there was more potential in her in the main roster, but I think she got injured a bunch.
If
And I
I'm
think that
not mistaken, yeah, but I feel like whenever people become uninjured at some point, you kind of gotta give them a shot to see where they're at.
it's like the only person I think that really has gotten that is like Seth. Like
Yeah,
Seth, they keep going to the well on him, but like everybody else, it feels like a Dolph Ziggler, like shit, I'm trying to think who else, Jack Swagger. Like once you get hurt, oh Finn Balor,
yeah.
once you get hurt, it's like oh never mind.
It's an interesting take I have on Seth Rollins. I feel like Seth Rollins is the fallback like Bret Hart was.
I thought
I
you were gonna go there.
nah, nah. But I feel like he's just a fallback guy. Like
Mm.
he's like Bret was. Okay, you're very consistent and you wrestle good and do everything. You cut good promos. Okay, we in a pinch. Put it on you.
Mhm. When in doubt,
Yeah,
yeah,
they did the same thing with Bret Hart, and I think that's why Seth Rollins will always have a spot in
that's a fair point.
WWE. Yeah,
That's a fair point.
they do the same thing. I know he may either consider himself greater than Bret Hart, or maybe he might think Bret Hart is higher than him. But they get used for the same purpose. They're literally the same person, just different time frames. Do I think that they probably deserved a little more? Yeah, But do I think WWE is gonna do that? Hell no, because WWE needs a fallback, and
They're
you're the
gonna say
perfect fallback.
safe button like a motherfucker,
Yeah, I
even though he
can't.
keep getting hurt.
Yeah, but think about it. Diesel, Shawn Michaels, Psycho Sid, all fell back to Bret Hart.
Mhm.
Same shit with Seth Rollins. Hey, we about to lose him. Give him Seth Rollins.
Mhm.
It works. So
Yeah.
I think that's why it is what it is with him. Um, Visky had chose MJF and Mercedes Monet. I could see MJF maybe keeping the title. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Mercedes Monet, I think they'll probably I can see them pulling the switch and basically being like, all right, we've been saying that we weren't gonna do it what everybody else thought we were gonna do.
Yeah,
Let's
and
go
now we're
ahead
gonna do
and
it.
do it. Let's just do the thing.
Yeah, we're gonna do the
Yeah.
thing that we told you guys that we weren't gonna do, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, they did the thing. It's one of those things. Do I
All
agree
right.
with it? Maybe not, but you know you.
Yeah. So we got the UFL. Of course, I'm going with my beloved Battlehawks because what? Call is fucking law.
Yep.
You know. And so, now they got Ricky Pro as, granted, hate to see Anthony Beck go to Orlando, which I didn't realize they could just do. They just basically put him on Orlando. The league basically said that you will now coach Orlando. Not he got hired, now he got fired by the Battlehawks. The league said, no, you're coaching the Battlehawks. You're not gonna coach Orlando. It was the
Hey,
weirdest fucking thing. But Ricky Pro is now going to be a which former Ram legend, legend, but former Ram legend. Let's go there. But Ricky Pro is going to be the actual new head coach of the Battlehawks. So we're gonna see how everything turns out. His son was playing for them for a little minute, but that's all I really remember. Uh, but yeah, no, I'm going
I
Battlehawks.
pick Houston because Houston is a 500 team. I think since the merger and everything, Houston might make a come up, and I know Visky said he was picking the Brahmas because you know that was San Antonio team. He was gonna root for them.
Fair
See how
enough.
they do. Now we still got a couple topics we want to cover with you guys. So
Speaking of the UFL,
yeah, speaking of the UFL, Philip Rivers starting should signal the need for actual NFL minor league. Rob, do you really think that could actually work out?
it's like I wanted to, and the reason why is because when I saw that Riley Leonard kind of got passed over, even though I think he was, from what I heard, he was hurt when they called Phillip Rivers, and Anthony Richardson was also hurt. It was
Mm-hmm.
like I thought about the fact that it probably should be a minor league for players that basically can get some level of development. So by the time they get to the NFL, or by the time they're getting their name called, their number called, they're basically then they could basically come in and be like, okay, we're not projects. Because it seems like with a lot of these offensive coaches, they're taking in these guys to be more projects
Mm-hmm.
and not really have them play. Excuse me, not really have them play so they can learn the system, whatever, but not really get much touch time with a first team offense and everything like that. I think it would be cool if basically they could just go somewhere similar like to baseball and go somewhere where they're getting a lot of touch time, they're getting a lot of play, and then once they get their name called, they come up and then basically boom, you got a ready-made starter to basically they could go in and fill in for your injured starting quarterback or whoever for that matter. But I think of it just like there is no development system for these quarterbacks, outside of them just sitting back and then just waiting for their number to be called. Like they're just kind of stagnating, or just going through practice really with the second team and stuff like that, but not really getting any like game action, like similar to what you would have in like a baseball or even a basketball, like getting actual game scenarios. And granted, I know it's hard because football is a paying sport. So basically having a minor league that's concurrent with the NFL season is almost impossible because it's like you got to line up schedules, you got to line up a lot of things for that person to then play a game or be ready to play a game for another team.
Yeah.
But I would like say if the UFL, because they basically are the de facto minor league outside of college football, really. They're the de facto minor league for the NFL. I would like to see them more integrated, or like say Riley Leonard, for example. he can go down and play for the San Antonio Brahmas and basically get more touch time versus just playing practice squad or with the second and third team. Like actual get into game scenarios, even though he's played college, played football all his life, actually get more game professional scenarios and everything like that, so that when he gets back to that team, boom, he just keep on playing. So that was just a thought. It was, I don't know how long, how many legs it's gonna have, because it's like I don't think the NFL wants to expend any more money that they already do, and so they're not going to want to fund a minor league. And I think that the kind of give and take what you could probably have similar to baseball is that you can have these franchisees, or you have these leagues like a UFL basically saying, okay, well, we'll take in some of you guys that get drafted, or we'll bring in like some of these people that are names that are then going to go to the NFL once the NFL starts.
Okay.
And so because there's so much of a gap between the NFL season like ending to when it begins, like what, 8 months
Yeah.
essentially. So like you can basically have these guys kind of play and then refresh a little bit before training camp and then basically go into training camp. Or just have them not go through training camp, go straight to maybe the preseason or go straight to regular season, because they've already gotten their kind of more calcification in, and everything like that. So, or callousing, that's what I mean, not calcification, but callousing, taking hits and everything like that. So, but it was just a thought. Like I think they need something where these guys are more developed versus just like having them go and practice.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could see what you mean with that one, because it's they need it, because guys do need to like work up and be ready. I think a perfect example, like you just said, they could easily like have something for these guys to be like, all right, they're working 24/7 towards this. This is your goal. This is the goal. This is what we're going to get. This is who we're going to be. It maybe could work. It's just the gap. It's just the gap. The seasons would have to move around. The seasons would definitely have to move around to make something like that happen. It would have to be another level of, hey, we're gonna move this here and this here, and we're gonna make this happen. And could it happen? Possibly. You never know. Possibly could happen.
Right.
But or am I sure it's gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know, because the NFL one the NFL is already a weird place at times
So
to me.
weird.
It's already a weird place, and I'm like, could they do that?
Yeah, like I said, and it's more of a theory, and I think it's gonna be more. I don't think it's gonna be able to work, to be completely honest. But it's like it's something I would like to see, just so I'm saying like these guys could be more developed. But yeah, I don't see it actually happening or
Yeah.
coming to fruition.
Now, we must talk about this, and I'm glad that we get to talk about this right now. Okay, people, we're gonna go back to WWE here for a second, and I
Right.
have to say this. Okay, all of you who are a fan of the Vision, Rob said the Vision is WWE's version of the Titanic. Okay, something built to be big and glorious, but it's on its way to disaster. Now, look, I have to agree with my Bermigo, okay? I think the vision is blurry. I think the pilot got bad sight, okay? The captain does not know what he wants to do. The captain is out just sailing everywhere. He flying the 747. He's doing all kind of stuff. He's on a boat. He's on a plane. He's hollering about I'm here, I'm there. This took a to me took a I'm gonna say a turn. Now, in my opinion, I don't know if you'll agree with me, Rob. I didn't feel like Logan Paul needed to be there. Okay. I had a vision that you would bring in a female. Okay?
hmm
And
We talked about it,
yep. And the female was Jay Cargill. Okay?
hmm
Bring her
which
in.
would have been a great one.
God damn it, I told y'all. I'm correct all the time.
Oh, we had a soundboard.
Yes, we do. You should let me write this because she could have been their version of China for that group.
Yeah.
Cause Seth Rollins departed you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I think you should have kept him too. This could have been massively great, massively great.
Think about Braun and Jade. Think about the fact that they kind of came in at a similar time to like the main roster. Like they could have basically, it could have been a very much intense bunch, but like she likes to dress with the leather jackets and everything like that. It would have been a perfect fit. And imagine her. Here's where I think it would have not worked out. I think Paul Heyman. You know what? And this might be this clip might go somewhere, but it's like it might be that Paul Heyman don't know how to deal with black women.
I don't know, but he
This
need to learn.
this that would be the only thing. That would be the only thing I could reason why I could say like Jay wouldn't have basically been able to join the group because that man wouldn't know how to deal and be around a black woman.
Listen to what I thought. You have her, you have her come out there and do China type shit because you know what we're missing in wrestling at times. We miss the dirty, the little extra gritty shit. You know, we missing that. We missing the people going out there tripping a ref,
Mm-hmm.
grabbing somebody, holding them, helping them hold them down, clotheslining
Mm-hmm.
somebody while they
Mm-hmm.
outside. We don't get any of that no more. Y'all want to be world wrestling entertainment, and we ain't doing none of the entertainment stuff no more. None of
Mm-hmm.
it. She could have imagine. Okay, picture this:
Go ahead.
Breaker and Reed are wrestling right now. Okay, they're
Mm-hmm.
out there tagging. Right, they could be tagging anybody. She comes out there with them. She escorts them now. You know, she's
Mm-hmm.
like their pseudo valet.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody drops on the outside. She boom punch kicks him in a way. You know, to the face, roll
Correct.
him back in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's say somebody is messing with Brian Breaker and he lures him in over there and she jumps out, clothesline. We can have those type of things. We don't have that anymore in wrestling, and I watch it sometimes and I'm like, we're missing this. We're
Yeah.
missing the old. And I know some people say y'all love to live in yesteryear because yesteryear had all the fine details right. They knew what to do. The wrestling got better, but y'all lost all of the details. The athletes got better and they forgot how to talk.
There were some recipes that got lost in the process.
Yes. This group was headed in the right direction. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if it's somebody in creative, if it was Triple H's call, somewhere along the line, we lost this. I, I don't know. Rob, what do you think went wrong with this?
Like as far as the process
Like the
or
whole, like the whole. How did we go from being going in the right direction of a powerhouse faction to where we are now?
I to be honest, I think that they just kind of they lost the plot. I think that part of it was it seemed like Seth's injury basically played a part in it because I think that the trajectory was supposed to be um Seth, I mean, which I guess it did go there eventually, but like Seth gets to this place, Braun overtakes him, and then basically runs it from there. But like the thing is, like, I guess it happened earlier, too early in the process for Braun to be the guy, even though it seems for all intents and purposes he's supposed to be the guy. Like he's supposed to be that dude out of that group, even though Logan Paul is eventually gonna be the guy out of that group, but he ain't really there yet, you know. And so like it I think they basically they lost their way. They said, all right, we're just gonna throw some shit around. Like adding Austin Theory was, hey, okay, this is this guy's last chance. But it wasn't a good place to make it this guy's last chance. I understand maybe they were like, all right, we'll call it the A Town Stomp because it's reminiscent of the curb stomp and A Town stomp. It's already a known thing, and maybe that's what it is. But it was just like, all right, here's your last chance. This is your last chance, for you to basically stay within this company. Because if you ain't doing this, say hi to TNA, buddy. Like, I think that's the next. I think by the and we'll have it on wax. So this is here by June of this year, or no, I would say by August 1st of this year, Austin Theory is gonna be in TNA. I don't.
He
I think
need
that this is it. If this man don't basically make a fucking move and basically get over this next hump and actually get some kind of feeling with the crowd, this man is gonna be on TNA. Because I don't see where else he can be. I think this is it for him. And I think that they wanted to basically say, okay, we're gonna put you with Paul. It's kind of similar to what happened with like Cesaro. It's like, we'll put you with Paul. Paul knows what to do. He'll help you. He'll know what this is a match made in heaven, and it just flunked. And I
here's
think that's the thing with this vision. It's like I'm gonna
oh,
wrap
you
up.
good, you good.
But the thing about it is, it's like this on paper, these are four great talents: Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory. Even though even though I'm clowning him like what he is like with the mouth with on the mic, these are four great talents. It's just that there is no, honestly, pun intended, vision as far as where they're actually supposed to go with this thing. Because what is the trajectory? Is it gonna be Logan Paul basically doing something? Like, what is the end game? What is the end game, Spence? Like, where does this go? And I don't think that there is any place for this to go outside of just and then just cut our losses.
Let me tell you something. This is a perfect example of we're doing the same thing. We've done the same thing across three factions. We built them up. They've had a leader. Somebody's leaving. We just saw this with the bloodline, Rob. We legit. If you think about it, we just saw this with the bloodline, though. We
Yeah.
just saw them try to have a faction overthrow. We just saw Judgment Day with a faction overthrow. And now you're giving me another faction overthrow with this group. This was supposed to be your group that you kept together. You keep breaking up groups, and it's somebody else's fault. Like it
Walkie talkie.
oh it, it why do we keep breaking up these groups? And then we break them up the same way. We keep breaking them up the same way, and there's no reason for this. Why isn't this the DX right now?
Well, because for one, these motherfuckers don't have it. Like Braun has it. I would say for me, Braun has it. Logan Paul has a level of it. I think he has it. Bronson Reed don't have it. Austin
No.
Theory don't have it. The thing with Triple H and Triple H got it. Shawn Michaels had it. China had it, but these guys don't have it. And I think that when it comes to like tag teams all together, the only tag teams that WWE seemingly aren't gonna completely break up are the New Day and the Usos. And that's because seems at this point maybe the Street Profits. They are basically like kind of more landmarked, grandfathered in to basically just be there for the time being. But everybody else is fair game to like explode. And I think that this team, I don't think this team was ever really. I get what you're saying. Like this team was built to like for the long haul. This team was built to basically be temporary. This team was basically supposed to. I think this team was basically a vehicle for Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman to eventually have their dominance over all of this. It just hasn't followed through with the trajectory it is. I think partially because of Seth's injury.
Why can't we teach Bronson Reed to be our Billy Gunn and be an ass
But
man? Okay.
But the Gunn ain't really had it. He just had a thing.
Yeah,
Like he
that's
like
all I
but
need him to have, Rob.
but
That's
they
all I
they
need him to
but
have.
because the problem is that they're talking about his big Bronson Reed, but he's like 5'10". Like they want him. It's the same thing that happened with Apollo Crews. Is that they want you to be this, but you ain't that much of that. Like they want him to be a Braun Strowman, but he's as big as, I don't know. He's smaller than Stone Cold, technically. Like
We can try to
it's
find him something, Rob, because
yeah.
he
Go
can
ahead.
wrestle, but we have to put him in this group and find whatever it is. See, to me, like I said, Billy Gunn wasn't the dude. He was, I'm an
The
ass
ass
man.
man.
Yeah, you know. We had these guys that sat up here and they were in groups and they were relevant and we knew who they was. He could have been one of those dudes. But
But
you keep, to me, you keep taking from the group and you break them up the same way.
the problem is that you got to think about it. When he was with the New Age Outlaws, he started out, as BA Billy Gunn, but he had the road dog to kind of like
Yeah.
usher him in into everything. He could still work and do everything like that. Granted, he did well with Billy and Chuck as well, but that was really more for a gimmick unto itself. But the thing about it is I think when it comes to Bronson Reed, he's done good with the Tribal Thief. That was dope. That was dope as hell. And he's had like these kaiju battles where everything seemed great, and all that. It's just that you got to get on the mic and you got to basically speak for yourself. And I don't think he's got it like that. And I think that it really ain't that many motherfuckers that got it like that, especially in W. It really everywhere. I would say like it's like maybe a couple handfuls of motherfuckers in each place that basically, if that basically have it and they could basically carry it over as far as being something like that. Like it, and I can't fault him necessarily, but I could also just say it for what it is. I would like him to have more of it because I think there's more potential there than I think with Austin Theory. But it's still
Okay.
to the fact of matter of it's not enough to where I can basically be like, I want to watch you all the time because you bring me into this. You're like, if he's being matched up with, say, Jacob Fatu, a Braun Strowman, a Big, then yeah, I want to see that because he's done great things with Bigs in ring. But the problem is you also got to get on the mic. And I think that when it comes to him, it can't really work out like that. Because even with like DX, for example, X Pac ain't really have like this magnanimous attitude or whatever, but he
No.
was at least tied with Road Dogg.
Yeah.
And he had Triple H, who wasn't really that great on the mic in well, he was all right on the mic within DX. But it was just like he wasn't like great. I don't think he got great until it became the game. And really it was down the line.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's almost it's partially where you're playing it, but it's also there's like when it comes to gripping the crowd and getting that kind of like chemistry with the crowd, it's like everybody ain't gonna have it.
I just think it could be done better. Like that group is off track. Like I said, the vision is blurry. Look, the vision need to go over to the America's Best right now. Okay, that's where they need to go. The vision need to go to America's Best
Hon-
so they can get an eye checkup. Okay.
Honestly, dog, I think it's and I know we spend a lot of time on it, but I think the problem is they tried to put too many good flavors in at one time and it all just became bland. I think they saw, hey, we got this season, we got that season, we got this season, we got that season. Let's all just roll it together and we're gonna make a blend. And that blend was bland. And it's so and sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it's gonna basically you're gonna mix a lot of shit together, think it's gonna be good. And that's why I said the Titanic. Titanic was basically something that was like, this is the glorious thing that's gonna travel the seven seas and all this kind of bullshit. But it had flaws. It had inherent flaws that then basically led to a lot of technological advances for oceanic travel. Now I don't know if the vision is going to basically be the next thing that's going to lead to better things for everybody else, but I think that it's still to where this is a great thing that I think a lot of people brought together. It just has flaws, and I think that it's just we don't see those flaws because we see like, okay, we got this talent, we got that talent. Yeah, this should work. And you got Paul Heyman, who's a great steerer of the ship.
Yes.
But it's the thing of sometimes you just put too much good shit together and it cancels everything out. And the product of that is I don't know. Because I mean, we don't see if Braun actually basically beat CM Punk for the world title in a few days. So,
Which he should.
or actually tomorrow. Shit, that's tomorrow.
Which he should. He should.
Yeah,
He should. He should beat him. CM Punk, you know, here.
because that motherfucker. All right, WWE. I get what you're going, but go away from it.
Oh yeah. You make that U turn right now. And that
Yeah,
next exit, you get down and turn this thing around, okay? We not going there. Like we're not going there.
yeah.
I know. Look,
That
and
man done.
he been done. Whenever he went and got whipped in UFC, I
Ugh,
said it then. Look, I said reality said it.
man.
I said you should have never left wrestling. Them years that you had left taken right there. Few defeats.
Yeah,
That took that off in the octagon, baby. Just get that out of here. The years you had left gone to the octagon. Took them. You ain't got nothing left. Everything that you running on is fumes right now. It's fumes. Let it go. Let it go. I know you the man. And if you ain't made the bag on this second WWE run, I don't know what to tell you. Because I know WWE gave you some money. Because I know you went in there and demanded some money. I don't know if I'll ever go back went back WWE. WWE said, how big of a check do I need to write?
mm,
And that's all that mattered. And you said, this amount. And they said, got it. Take it. They ain't fight with you. But, you know, maybe we look at things wrong, but I don't think we do. Especially not concerning him or the vision. Like I said, America's best. Hey, you can go to Sam's and get an eye appointment, bro. You get them glasses checked out for over there. You can get this vision corrected. A little LASIK.
right.
You know, like they said, you got a little lazy eye, a little glaucoma. You might need to smoke something. You might need to get right.
Right.
Might need to get right. But with that being said, Rob, I'm pretty sure we covered everything today on our topic list.
But one thing
Oh yes, we are missing
in my
one.
mind, and look, I want everybody to hold hands, like grab your neighbor, say
Mm-hmm.
neighbor. Fuck WWE on Peacock.
Oh,
Rest in piss WWE on Peacock. You are gone. You are out of our minds. You are out of our bodies. You are out of our souls. That place sucked when it comes to WWE Network. And I understand, hey, they pay you $1 billion for your shit. Make sure you got exact change. I got you. But here's the thing. That place never tried to conform to what WWE needed. Like, it never was a good transition from the network to there. It was a long time before all the like files and everything like really got uploaded into there. And now there's more shit. Like they lost the PLEs and everything like that, and everything basically is gone. Fuck Peacock. They place is gone. Their place is dust. I don't know if you cancel your subscription, whoever's out there. Look, do your thing, because there is no more reminiscence of WWE Network. YouTube has WWE shit. Netflix has WWE shit. And ESPN has the events. So rest in piss, WWE on Peacock. Just had to make sure I say that.
just to let y'all know, from us to you, from the depths, don't
Mm-hmm.
nobody want to navigate Peacock no more.
Mm-mm.
You'll
That
never
place
have to do it again.
stunk watching shit on there. I hated watching shit on there. It was annoying consistently. But yep, rest in hell, Peacock.
Don't worry. You're going to a worse place.
Mm. No, YouTube's gonna be better. I think YouTube's gonna be
Oh yeah. No, yeah, YouTube's gonna be better. But I mean,
Oh, you talking about
Peacock,
Peacock. Yeah.
Peacock went
Yeah.
to a worse place. You know, it's just They went to a place where I'm just like, yeah, y'all need to go there because nobody wanted this. Nobody wanted this. Matter of fact, let me see something.
Damn. Aptly put. See, this soundboard shit gonna work out, my nigga.
Made sure that y'all went there. Just get
Yeah.
y'all out of there. Get y'all
Uh,
out of there. No, nobody wants to deal with y'all no more. Nobody wants to deal with y'all no more. Now we can end the show properly. Rob, um, well, first I'm gonna let everybody know. Hey, you can always catch us here live on YouTube. We have the other page with all our clips, the other Bro Migos podcast page. This is where we come to you guys live. We have TikTok. We are on YouTube Shorts. We're everywhere. We're even up in there. If you look up, you might see us up there. You might see us fly by. You might see us fly by. You never know. You never know. We're everywhere where podcasts are. You know, you always remember you got to get your podcast in. We're there too. We're there. Just search for us, Bruh Migos podcast. And like I said, you never ever forget. You know, you always gotta like, subscribe, tell your people about us. Remember that we're there. We look. Remember, you gotta click. Look, see if you hit the little button, that little bell. That right
ooh.
there, right? Yeah, hit that
Ooh.
one right
Hit
there,
hit that
and it'll let you
motherfucker.
know on both of the channels, the Bruh Migos live page and the Bruh Migos podcast page. It'll let you know that we're there. We're uploading. We got clips, breakdowns, everything. We got segment of it for y'all to look at. Yeah,
Were.
yeah, we're everywhere. Now, Rob, is there anything that you got to say before we get up out of here?
Good night, Canada. Good night, Taylor Swift. Like you said, look, Pandora, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, your mama's crib,
Yep,
your pops that you don't know, his
yep.
spot. Every place that you can basically look from Migos is right there.
Look,
If they ain't there, they're gonna be there.
you,
But like you said, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Facebook, Threads, we are everywhere. You search Bramigos in the world, Bramigos podcast in the world. Somebody's gonna be like, hey, yeah. Turn right over there, take a left, take a right, hit subscribe. That's what they're gonna tell you. That's what you need to do. Make sure you do that. Hit us up. Kids through college need that. Do it now. Tell your
yeah.
peoples to do it now. Okay? That needs to happen.
Got content so good, your dad might even come back from the store with that gallon of milk that he promised.
We here trying to keep families together.
Keeping
Help us
families
do that
together.
by subscribing and like and sharing and commenting and liking again, and then like even disliking. We've had a lot of people that apparently dislike us. Apparently we were incels.
Yeah.
Like, so even if you dislike us, tell us how much. You know what? We gonna open the floor. Tell us how much you don't like us. Absolutely bullshit us. I don't care. Just tell your friends, hey, here's who I don't like. Matter of fact, spread hate. Spread. This is 2026. Spread some goddamn Bramigos hate.
Hmm.
All right, do that right now. Don't don't walk. Run to spread some Bramigos
Because
hate.
I'm trying to get
I'll need you to do
as
it.
many haters subscribed as possible, baby. That's what I'm doing.
Hate me now. Because I won't stop now.
Yep.
Because I can't stop now. Hate Bramigos now.
There you go. There you go.